to you. We made it through another week. Happy Friday. Grab a cup of whatever makes you happy on this Friday. A lot of people have mentioned having a rough week. Um, I've personally been okay, but I have definitely seen some wild stuff this week. People are a little off the rails. So, anyways, let's sit and chat for a second. Today is a little bit of a different video. What I'm going to try to do each week at the end of the week is just share a little something different. So I do have a little crochet in here. I do have creative stuff, but I thrift a lot. If you've been following me for a while, as a lot of you may know, this is not my first rodeo with YouTube. I had a much larger channel than what I have now. And a lot of different things happened that I'm not even going to get into, but I screwed up a lot of things. So I am restarting here. And I've tried a few different things over the years. I would like to just share everything here, all the creative things. However, I do still have a weaving channel, and I will link that below in the information. So it's mostly for weaving, hand-dyed yarns. There's going to be some spinning in there. And I share and teach a lot of different types of weaving, actually. So whether it's a smaller hand loom, tri-looms, which are the triangular looms of all different sizes, bracelet weaving, rigid heddle looms, all the exciting things. So if you're interested in loom weaving and hand dyeing your own fibers and experimenting and learning how to spin and all those sorts of things, please go to my channel. The link is below. And that's a channel that I have had for quite a while, but I'm just deciding to revive it. I haven't done anything with it in a while, but I am now. So I'm sitting on the porch. This is actually some coffee that I just let sit, and I turned it into iced coffee. And isn't that cute? I thrifted this mug, actually. Tell me that's not adorable. I absolutely, and look at the handle. It just keeps giving. There's stuff everywhere. I love it so much. So I'm having some iced coffee and using this as my mug rug. I wove this on my rigid heddle loom. And if you want to learn how to do it, I could teach you. And I also have a pattern for this at the revolutionfibers.com website. So go check that out. There is a written pattern that you can download. And it's been downloaded all over the world, everywhere from New Zealand to Italy and beyond. So I'm very excited about that. When I did that, I had my local business, and it was called Blue Dragonfly Fiber Arts. I no longer use that name because I closed my public-facing shop. So I am now known as Yarn and Soul, S-O-L, for the sun, because that's what makes me happy. And then Soul, of course, because the yarn is just right here. Okay, let's get on to the thrifting. So I will show you a crochet piece that I got, and it's so fun. But first, I'm going to show you some fabrics. And first, before I get to that, we went to Vidler's in East Aurora, New York. They were in a Buffalo-based Hallmark movie, and that came out last winter. And I will put, I can't remember the name of the movie. I'm so embarrassed by that. But anyways, I didn't even know about it until it was already happening. And a friend of mine had texted me pictures and said, oh, we went to the theater in East Aurora to celebrate the Hallmark movie. And I was like, what Hallmark movie? I didn't even know about it. I was living under a rock, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, we went to Vidler's. This is a store that just goes on forever. By the way, it's the oldest 5 and 10. I think it might be even in the country. And it just goes on forever. So you go in and it's just like room after room after room. And each room is kind of different. And they have like these vintagey things like pickup sticks and jacks, totally dating myself. I don't care, it's okay. All these fun games, like from back in the day. Back in the day. They have all these things, so it's just nostalgic and cute to see. And they have a lot of things by local, um, like local to New York, local things. So I got some Finger Lakes coffee, which we love the Finger Lakes. Haven't been there in a really, really long time. And so that was cool. And the coffee's delicious. And we got some handmade, but, locally made bread mixes and spices. And there was a craft room, which I was really surprised about. And so they had some sewing things. And I got this fabric. So I'm going to show you. So it's a panel. So it's that big, and it's double what I have here. Look at the fox. Look at the foxy. Y'all know I used to be the Cozy Fox. I'm still the Cozy Fox. It's a brand on all my crochet and quilts. It's by the Cozy Fox. So there you have it. Part of my branding. I was so excited. I'll probably make something for the cabin with this. Was kind of my intention. So that's what we got at Vidler's. And I got this adorable felted mouse. And this is handmade, which is why I wanted to buy it. Isn't that? Tell me that's not adorable. Look at the little face. The little feet. And a bathrobe. That is just, it's so darling. I really, really love it. And you could see. Isn't that cute? So I just couldn't resist it. I got this for myself. So that is what I have so far. Now I will show you pictures from Vidler's. I took a few things. They had a couple of like literary type sections with some stuff that was really, really cool. So I snapped some pictures of a couple sections in the store. I didn't want to be, obnoxious about it. I don't know what it's like in your part of the country, but where I live, people don't really like that. When you're filming in stores and everything, they just don't like it. I don't generally do videos here. I will snap some pictures. Like when I'm thrifting, there is a particular shop that we go to that will allow me to take pictures, but I can't do video because there are homeless people who work at the store in order, in exchange for meals. So in order to protect their privacy, I don't film. And I'll always ask if it's okay to take a picture, but I try to keep it at a minimum. So that's why you don't see a lot of them. But I will insert those pictures here so you can see them. So now that you saw some of the cute things at Vidler's, I'm going to show more pictures when I'm done of the thrift shop where I got this fabric. So first of all, I got all of this, plus I got a wicker basket that I will also show you in a moment, and a crochet piece as well. And she gave it all to me for $2. I mean, I hit pay dirt. I was so excited. And I decided, so here I have gotten some requests for Christmas quilts. I really don't have any, I don't have any Christmas fabric at all. So that is what I got this for. So we got this piece. So there's actually two of those. And this one. This is really cute. And gingerbread men, people. Really, really pretty stripe one. I like this a lot. This will make some great lining fabric for a bag or something. And we've got some yellow. I'm trying to add more yellow to my life. If you follow me on socials, you'll know I mentioned that. So it's something I have to consciously choose because I don't normally reach for it, but I love it. So I got a nice size piece of yellow fabric. This is just adorable. That is really cute. And then we have a winter scene with houses. This is going to make a beautiful lap quilt back. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know why it's showing up upside down. Hang on. There we go. Because I had it upside down. Really pretty. And then a small piece of this that's going to be part of patch quilt at some point. More lining fabric. Decent sized piece of that. And I'm going to insert a picture of this. It's a, I'll show you the top part of it. This is a Mary Engelbright quilt panel, and it's the full panel. And then here's the bottom. Yep. And I will insert a picture so you could see. Sorry that this keeps moving. I'll insert a picture so you can see the full thing. And then I got more of this. I shared some in another video. Will have to re-upload it here. I got a bunch of this fabric. It was somebody made curtains out of sheeting. It's handmade, and I got a bunch of this either back in the winter or maybe last summer, and it's from the same store, and there's more of it, so it'll be added to that. I'm really excited about that. Now, here's some other things that I got. I got a simplicity pattern. Isn't it adorable? I love that. And even, you know, you can adapt things like this. So, for example, even if you don't like, say you're not a cat person, you could pop a different head on here or adapt it in a way so it looks like a dog or another animal. There's a lot of possibilities for this, but it's so cute. So I got this pattern, and then I got this one and this one, and they are slightly different. So they are both by Patch Press, but this one is the 1978 version, and this one is the 1982 version, and they are slightly different because this one has 2 additional patterns in here and the bear. And again, something like that, you can totally adapt that and make all different kinds of bears with it, or all different kinds of dolls with that. So I got both of those. This is so adorable. I really don't have many kids things. When my son was little, I crocheted lap blankets, and I still was sewing like quilts and patchwork pillows. Never did any kids things. I have no idea why. I get a lot of requests for it, so I'm trying to be better with adding that to my line of things that I do. So I'm trying to be better about that. That is so adorable. So I got that too. And the last thing is this. I thought that this was just so, so, so cute. So a tale of few kitties. Isn't that adorable? and then it has the fabric and the bells in here, and I just think it's so cute. And so there again, there's a lot of possibilities for that because of how the cats are on the fabric. And you know, you could turn them into appliques to put on a bag, or turn it into a brooch pin for, you know, sweater. You could do anything with that. I think that's really, really cute. So that is the other thing that I did. And this is this is a Tale a Few Kitties by Carousel Crafts Company in Houston, Texas. So there's the information if you want to search it up. You could probably it is it's definitely vintage. I'm not sure of the date. It's probably on the inside of the pattern. I haven't opened it up yet, but you could probably do a search on eBay or Etsy if you wanted to get something like that. So, and then last but not least, and again, I will show you pictures. I found a really, I don't know why I didn't get it. I found a few cute pieces of hand-woven pot holders there, and I don't know why I didn't grab them. I think it was an oversight because I was looking at them, and I even took a picture of them, but it didn't come home with me for whatever reason. So I think I was mesmerized by this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's different. Is it different on the other side? No, it just the back side. Isn't that adorable? So this was crocheted, and I would love to know how to make this. So I really have no idea how. I might try to recreate one because it's just so cool. I absolutely love this. So this was the last thing that I got, and like I said, it was all, I saw the basket, so I was carrying this stuff around the store, and then I got to the table where I took the picture of the woven pot holders. So I set it all down, I put it on top of the basket, and I looked at the basket and I said, okay, I'm gonna take the basket. So I took the stuff out of the basket and put my stuff in, and then took all of this up there, and then took it out, and told her, I said, I want all of this, and then I would like the basket too. And I told her, I said, I took the stuff out of that basket, and I grabbed another basket that was nearby and put it in there and put it back on the table. And she said that was totally fine. So yeah, that's it. This was a great thrift haul. I also got at another thrift shop. I got a few other things that I'll show you in a different video. And I think that's what I have to share for today. It's really is just hot out here. It's really hot, and I don't think this iced coffee is going to help me out that much. I think it's time to get out the little baby pool and take a toe dip. So I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. I have a couple of other videos coming out this weekend, so make sure that you put on your subscription bell. Make sure you select all so that you find me when I upload something next, and I'll see you soon. Bye.